a hare-brained Hotspur governed by a spleen. All his offences live upon my head and on his father's. We did train him on, and his corruption being ta'en from us, we as the spring of all shall pay for all. Therefore, good cousin, let not Harry know in any case the offer of the king.
Deliver what you will, I'll say 'tis so. Here comes your cousin.
Enter Hotspur and Douglas.
My uncle is returned. Deliver up, my lord of Westmoreland. Uncle, what news?
The king will bid you battle presently.
Defy him by the lord of Westmoreland.
Lord Douglas, go you and tell him so.
Marry, and shall, and very willingly.
Exit.
There is no seeming mercy in the king.
Did you beg any? God forbid.
I told him gently of our grievances, of his oath-breaking, which he mended thus, by now forswearing that he is forsworn. He calls us rebels, traitors, and will scourge with haughty arms this hateful name in us.
Re-enter the Earl of Douglas.
Arm, gentlemen, to arms! For I have thrown a brave defiance in King Henry's teeth, and Westmoreland that was engaged did bear it, that cannot choose but bring him quickly on.
The Prince of Wales stepped forth before the king, and, nephew, challenged you to single fight.
Oh, would the quarrel lay upon our heads, and that no man might draw short breath today but I and Harry Monmouth. Tell me, how showed his tasking? Seemed it in contempt?
No, by my soul, I never in my life did hear a challenge urged more modestly, unless a brother should a brother dare, to gentle exercise and proof of arms. He gave you all the duties of a man, trimmed up your praises with a princely tongue, spoke to your deservings like a chronicle, making you ever better than his praise, by still dispraising praise valued in you. And, which became you like a prince indeed, he made a blushing sight of himself, and childed his truant youth with such grace as if he mastered there a double spirit of teaching and learning instantly. There did he pause, but let me tell the world, if he outlive the envy of this day, England did never owe so sweet a hope, so much misconstrued in his wantonness.
Cousin, I think thou art enamoured on his follies. Never did I hear of any prince so wild a libertine. But be he as he will, yet once ere night I will embrace him with a soldier's arm, that he shall shrink under my courtesy. Arm with speed, and fellows, soldiers, friends, better consider what you have to do than I, that have not well the gift of tongue, can lift your blood up with persuasion.
Enter a messenger.
My lord, here are letters for you.
I cannot read them now. O gentlemen, the time of life is short. To spend that shortness basely were too long. If life did ride upon a dial's point, still ending at the arrival of an hour, and if we live to tread on kings. If die, brave death, when princes die with us. Now for our consciences, the arms are fair, when the intent of bearing them is just.
Enter another messenger.
My lord, prepare, the king comes on apace.
I thank him that he cuts me from my tale. For I profess not talking, only this, let each man do his best. And here draw I a sword, whose temper I intend to stain with the best blood that I can meet withal in the adventure of this perilous day. Now, Esperance, Percy, and set on. Sound all the lofty instruments of war, and by that music let us all embrace. For heaven to earth some of us shall never a second time do such a courtesy.
The trumpets sound. They embrace and exeunt. Scene 3. Plain between the camps. King Henry enters with his power. Alarum to the battle. Then enter Douglas and Sir Walter Blunt.
What is thy name, that in the battle thus thou crossest me? What honour dost thou seek upon my head?
Know then, my name is Douglas, and I do haunt thee in the battle thus, because some tell me that thou art a king.
They tell thee true.
The Lord of Stafford dear to-day hath bought thy likeness, for instead of thee, King Harry, this sword hath ended him. So shall it thee, unless thou yield thee as my prisoner.
I was not born a yielder, thou proud Scot. and thou shalt find a king that will revenge Lord Stafford's death.
They fight. Douglas kills Sir Walter Blunt. Enter Hotspur.
O Douglas, hadst thou fought at Holmdon thus, never had triumphed upon a Scot.
All's done, all's won. Here breathless lies the king.
Where?
Here.
This Douglas? No. I know this face full well. A gallant knight he was. His name was Blunt. Semblably furnished like the king himself.
A fool go with thy soul whither it goes. A borrowed title hast thou bought too dear. Why didst thou tell me thou wert a king?
The king hath many marching in his coats.
Now by my sword I will kill all his coats. I'll murder all his wardrobe, piece by piece, until I meet the king.
Up and away. Our soldiers stand full fairly for the day.
Exeunt. Alarum. Enter Falstaff, solus.
Though I could 'scape shot free at London, I fear the shot here. Here's no scoring but upon the pate. Soft! Who are you? Sir Walter Blunt. There's honour for you. Here's no vanity. I am as hot as molten lead, and as heavy too. Oh, God, keep lead out of me. I need no more weight than mine own bowels. I have led my ragamuffins where they are peppered. There's not 3 of my 150 left alive, and they are for the Townsend to beg during life. But who comes here?
Enter Prince Henry.
What? Standest thou idle here? Lend me thy sword. Many a nobleman lies stark and stiff under the hoofs of vaunting enemies, whose deaths are yet unrevenged. I prithee, lend me thy sword.
Oh, Hal, I prithee, give me leave to breathe a while. Turk Gregory never did such deeds in arms as I have done this day. I have paid Percy. I have made him sure.
He is indeed, and living to kill thee. I prithee, lend me thy sword.
Nay, before God, Hal, if Percy be alive, thou gett'st not my sword. But take my pistol if thou wilt.
Give it me. What, is it in the case?
Eh, Hal, 'tis hot, 'tis hot. There's that will sack a city.
Prince Henry draws it out, and finds it to be a bottle of sack.
What? Is it a time to jest and dally now?
He throws the bottle at him. Exit.
Well, if Percy be alive, I'll pierce him. If he do come in my way, so. If he do not, if I come in his willingly, let him make a carbonado of me. I like not such grinning honour as Sir Walter hath. Give me life, which I can save, so. If not, honour comes unlooked for, and there's an end.
Exit Falstaff. Scene 4. Another part of the field. Alarum. Excursions. Enter Prince Henry, Lord John of Lancaster, and Earl of Westmoreland.
I prithee, Harry, withdraw thyself. Thou bleedest too much. Lord John of Lancaster, go you with him.
Not I, my lord, unless I did bleed too.
I do beseech your majesty, make up, lest your retirement do amaze your friends.
I will do so. My lord of Westmoreland, lead him to his tent.
Come, my lord, I'll lead you to your tent.
Lead me, my lord? I do not need your help, and God forbid a shallow scratch should drive the Prince of Wales from such a field as this, where stained nobility lies trodden on, and rebels' arms triumph in massacres.
We breathe too long. Come, cousin Westmoreland, our duty this way lies. For God's sake, come.
Exeunt Lancaster and Westmoreland.
By God, thou hast deceived me, Lancaster. I did not think thee lord of such a spirit. Before I loved thee as a brother, John, but now I do respect thee as my soul.
I saw him hold Lord Percy to the point with lustier maintenance than I did look for of such an ungrown warrior.
Oh, this boy lends mettle to us all.
Exit. Enter Douglas.
Another king. They grow like hydras' heads.